The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. America, all over the world. We are back for an extended period of time. Welcome to Midterm Madness, the full court press edition of Why You Need to Vote. The midterm elections are Tuesday, November 6th. Tuesday, November 6th. That's when you vote. It's not November 7th, not November 8th. Tuesday, November 6th. That's when the madness happens. That's when the party starts. Tuesday, November 6th. Go vote. Go vote. Like we said before, we're going to keep saying it. Go vote. And like what Eric was talking about, we have, how many we have there? We have only 2 seats. We only need 2 seats to take the Senate.
Just 2.
And
24 to take over the House of Representatives. And also the Republicans, they control all 3 branches of government, executive, judicial, and legislative. So let's get out there and make sure that we represent our own ideals, which are very, very important. Also, there are so many brothers and so many people that have felonies that cannot vote, and we certainly feel we feel your pain on that. Just to be straightforward. However, if you can drive someone to the polls, if you can go where there's long lines, if you can go pass out water, if you could just go be positive, give some positive energy, whatever you can do to assist the process of us advancing in this country with respect to who we vote for, that would be like so fantastic. Also, President Obama has often made just so many excellent points on how important voting is. And as a matter of fact, we were watching something, and I would like to share that with the audience. So let's go ahead and go to that Obama clip.
That's not good. That is on us. And I am reminded of all those folks who had to count bubbles in a bar of soap, beaten trying to register voters in Mississippi, risked everything so that they could pull that lever. So if I hear anybody saying their vote does not matter, that it doesn't matter who we elect, read up on your history. It matters. We've got to get people to vote. In fact, if you want to give Michelle and me a good send-off, and that was a beautiful video, but don't just watch us walk off into the sunset now. Get people registered to vote. If you care about our legacy, realize everything we stand for is at stake. All the progress we've made is at stake in this election. My name may not be on the ballot, but our progress is on the ballot. Tolerance is on the ballot. Democracy is on the ballot. Justice is on the ballot.
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
Absolutely.
That was so, every single point was just great that former President Obama made. So,
he's still my president. Shoot.
He's still mine as well. So, this is not about one individual.
No, it's not.
This is about Medgar Evers. Okay, this is about the 16th Street Baptist Church. This is about the Freedom Riders. Get out there and vote. It's serious. We have an opportunity to make history. So let's get out there and vote. We don't mean to be redundant, but like our grandparents taught us, anytime someone repeats the same thing over and over and over again to you, it just might be important.
Yes, and just to let you know, vote all the time. Just don't vote in this election in 2018 in the midterms. Vote in 2020. Vote in 2024. Vote again in 2026. Vote. Voting is so important. And on the side note, when you mentioned the returning citizens that aren't able to vote because they have a record.
Yes.
Andrew Gillum has a ban the box. He did it in Tallahassee. He has a ban the box initiative where that's taken off of the voter roll or in jobs. Ban the box. If you've done your time, you've done you've done what you're supposed to do. And for many of us, too much because we don't belong there in the first place, off petty crime or whatever it may be. But he has a ban the box initiative, so which is cool. Again, vote and educate yourself. Know why you're voting. Educate yourself as far as legislation, certain policies. I speak with so many brothers and sisters in the community. They say, Eric, voting is not important. My vote doesn't count. I'll tell you what. The unethical cocaine laws that they passed in Michigan and certain parts on the East Coast, when President Obama enacted that legislation, there are so many brothers that were released from prison because President Obama was the president. So you go tell those brothers, okay, that are not sitting up in a cage, that are willing, that are now the beneficiaries of being good fathers and pillars of their community. Tell them that voting is not important. So it's not about us. It's about our history. It's about our community. Yes.
It's about our voices collectively.
Yes.
It is about our power.
Yes.
If we do not vote, we are giving our power to someone else. We're giving it back to Mitch McConnell. We're giving it back to Paul Ryan, who, if you can recall, said that black people have just generations and generations of people who don't want to work.
Don't want to work. Yeah, that's what he said. He believes that black people don't want to work, but yet he doesn't like. He uses the term identity politics.
Yes.
So he already identified us as lazy and don't want to work. So
I believe this is supposed to be his last term.
Yeah, this is his last term because he knew he was in a big fight and big congressional fight. So he decided not to run in Wisconsin again. In the region he's in, Wisconsin, he decided not to run. But again, that's why voting. You have Maxine Waters. You have Karen Bass. You have Elijah Cummings in Baltimore. These representatives will have more of a voice now. When Obama was the president, so many of us sat back and said, okay, we got a President Obama as president. We don't need to vote in the midterms. Yes, we do. You know why? Because when Republicans took the House, Obama couldn't pass any more policies. We couldn't pass any more policies because you need the House to get policies pushed up. You
recall what Mitch McConnell said.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to make him a one-term president. And he meant every single word.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mitch McConnell from Kentucky.
Mitch McConnell, the majority leader in the Senate,
yes.
That definitely needs to – he does not need to be the majority leader in the Senate. 2 more seats. Democrats will take over the Senate, and then we'll be able to hold this current administration accountable for a lot of things that they're doing that's totally immoral.
So if you're watching this in Texas, go vote for Beto O'Rourke. If you're watching this in Missouri, go vote for Claire McCaskill. If you're watching this in Indiana, go vote for Bill Donnelly. If you're watching this, and I know it's tough in North Dakota, we're streaming. I know we're streaming in North Dakota too. All my Native brothers and sisters.
Shout out to the Native American brothers and sisters in North Dakota.
Yes, vote.
We're lockstep with you.
Yes.
With everything you're going to with the voting restrictions there. So we are in lockstep.
Heidi Heitkamp, that's who needs to be a representative in North Dakota. Vote for Heidi Heitkamp. And, in Nevada, I forgot the sister's name. I want to get her name right. But anyway, vote for the Democrat in Nevada. Vote for the Democrat.
Yes,
vote
absolutely.
For the Democrat. Anytime you see Democrat, vote Democrat. We're just going to be blunt with it, okay? I mean, we had enough Republicans.
Yes, we have.
They're taking us back, literally.
And it's time to move forward as a country, as a nation, as a community. Always remember, politics are local. Thank you again for tuning in with David Harper. I'm Eric Clark. Thank you for the callers that called in. Thank you for everyone that streamed us live. We really appreciate that. Get out there and vote for every reason that we were fortunate enough to explain. And we are signing out Midterm Madness 2018.